it's a lovely day, and it's indeed quite warm, 12 degrees. And I've just come down to have a look at the local beacon and the River Swale, following the 3 storms we've had this week. Dudley, Eunice, and last night was Franklin. And the first thing I want to look at is Breedale Beck, my local beck. You can see it pouring over the weir. Making its way downstream. And the embankment where I normally fish is down there under all that. But it is going down. It was a little bit higher than this earlier in the morning. That lifebelt has only been there for a couple of weeks. The tough thing about it is if you fell in there, if somebody fell into that main floor, you couldn't get to that lifebelt to help them. There's a lot of wind today. Not as windy as it has been, but so there might be a little bit of wind noise on this video. Anyway, it's going down. It might even be fishable tomorrow. Let's see. There's one little animal which seems to be enjoying all of this. There's a little animal we very rarely see, but there's tens of thousands of them. And you can see what they're doing to this verge. Imagine that in the middle of your lawn. So I'm standing on the banks of Breedale Beck, on a little bridge between Leeming Bar and Leeming, looking downstream. Now it's spread over all these fields here. So this is further downstream from Grimscar House. See all the what they call the bottoms over there on either side, all flooded. On this side of the river there have been tons of soil. You can see it all levelled out here, and a lot of it will be underwater. I wonder how much of it was being carried away downstream. And then over there you can see the Leeming level station poking out of the water. That's on the left bank of the Breedale Beck. So up there, above the floodplain was Grimscar House. It's long gone now. And this is Breedale Beck in flood. And down there, just where that sort of large willow is sticking up in the middle, is where that little fancy bridge is. Across Breedale Beck, which I mentioned in an earlier video not very long ago. All underwater. And again you can see the Leeming level station. You can see where it's been up to. You can see there the trash caught in the fence. So it's had another couple of feet on. So what you can see now, where that dead tree is, if you look on old maps, that was the site of Scruton Mill, corn mill, again, long since gone. This road used to be the back road into Leaving Air Base before they moved the bridge over BDL Beck. You can see where it was tracked in sort of time how far up the water it has been. Anyway, let's go down and have a look at the River Swale. This is Morton-on-Swale Bridge. And as I say, the river is beginning to go down. Very windy. But it has been a lot higher, and the road is behind me, the main road between Northallerton and Leeming Bar, has been flooded earlier on, and there's a couple of vehicles obviously ended up in it. One of them's floated away into the hedge. And we'll look at that a little bit later. That's a lovely four-arch bridge, that. And that's looking downstream. It's been nowhere as bad as I've seen it. You see where the road dips slightly, and it's obviously been flooded and coming right across here. You see why all the debris in the fence there, which has dragged the fence down. There's a couple of vehicles obviously caught up in it. One of them's floated away to the side over there. This one here has obviously been stopped by the water, flooded. Anyway, it's gone right down now, so the road, although it says closed at the far end, it's in fact open, you can get through. We just haven't removed the signs yet. Why it's windy. This is the bridge at Skipton-on-Swale. It's a little bit higher here because I think the River Wisk comes in a bit further up. I could be wrong. Anyway, go and stand on the bridge and have a look upstream and downstream. Get a better view of the bridge from here. The sun has just come out. There's some lovely snowdrops growing here on the riverbank. This is looking upstream from Skipton-on-Swale Bridge. See how it's burst its banks and spread all over these fields. This is looking downstream, sort of glare of the sun, looking down towards Catton. Oh, down at Topcliffe. The wind has died down. It's a lovely day, lovely afternoon. And the only sign of the weir is that little riffle there. The weir has disappeared. And there you can see Topcliffe Church in the distance. So although it's been flooded, it hasn't been anywhere near as bad as 2015 and 2012, and it's going down quite quickly in fact. You can see this is my car on the road and there you can see the river just lapping the edge. Well, I just turned into the car park at Topcliffe. Almost run into this. So the car park is completely flooded. Well, I go straight from Topcliffe Bridge. I've seen it a lot worse than this. I've seen it right over the road up there, but some chap from Channel 5 there making a sort of documentary with North Yorkshire Police. But, and this is downstream. Those caravanners will be mightily relieved that it didn't come up another couple of feet. It was 2010, I think, or 2012, whatever it was. The flood just swept right away through there, causing total destruction. That's a lot better now. So there is Topcliffe Bridge. There is the river, and you can see just how close it's got to the top of the flood bank, but didn't quite make it. A worry for these caravan owners, very bungalow owners if you like. They're an expensive thing to buy, and that was very, very close. Anyway, let's make our last stop. We'll go down to Aisenby and have a look at the river at Aisenby. Well, this is Aisenby, and it doesn't look too bad at all. In fact, you could fish this at a pinch. You can see Topcliffe Church in the distance there, the sunshine. But, I've seen it when all these fields have been flooded all the way. Let's just have a wander down to the island. Look at this. There's moles everywhere. I wonder how many people have seen a living mole. Well, there are very few. And of course they're a problem in pastures and arable fields. These molehills covering all the grass, or all the crop. And of course every village used to have a mole catcher, whereas now I would think mole catchers are few and far between. You probably have to get some professional firm in to do it, rather than just a sort of local chap. Always had the nickname Mowdy. Our mole catcher when I was a kid was Mowdy Norman. Mowdy's a sort of old name for mole. And that's the main river in front of me, and where those trees are down there is the island, which of course is covered. But when it's in flood, you can always find a place to fish here off this bank without fear of being snagged in bankside vegetation. And there's a fella fishing the syndicate stretch at Topcliffe. I noticed a car in a car park there, and when I had a look, there's a chap tucked away hoping to get a winter barbel. Oh, good luck to him. Well, it'd be interesting to know what the temperature of that water is. Well, that's the island at Aisenby, and that's looking down towards Sheep Hills. Syndicate water on the swale. Well, this is as far as I'm going. The river levels are nowhere near as high as further south. on the wharf and the Ned. They're really right up at the record levels, but they're just beginning to go down now. Anyway, coming back to the swale on this. It's a lovely afternoon, 12 degrees, sun's out, blue skies, white clouds, fluffy clouds. Take care, we'll see you again. Bye bye. I forgot. The next storm after Frankel is called Gladys. I thought, I haven't made it up, that's what it's going to be called, the next one that comes in. But no sign of it yet. Just finish off with this wonderful view of St James's Church at Baldersby St James. So I drive past it on my way to Topcliffe. Beautiful. That lovely spire, at the top of which is a golden cockerel. And it was designed by a very famous architect called Butterworth. Designed various churches, including the Afghan church in Mumbai, to celebrate the, well, I wouldn't say to celebrate it, but to mark the defeat of the British in Afghanistan, the first Afghan war, when only one person returned, all the rest were slaughtered. So, and he did this as, for his friend Lord Down. In fact, he designed the whole village.